Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Teacher Nathan and this is the How to ESL English channel. If you're new to this channel, we discuss different ways to improve your teaching and how to succeed in China. So today's video will be about working with Chinese teachers. Now, in another video which I might do, I will talk about how to plan your lessons, but this video I'm going to tell you how to work with your Chinese teachers. Now, there may be a lot of friction starting in the beginning. When you start working in China, there's going to be high ego and conflict of interests. And for me too, in the beginning I was constantly at ends with the Chinese TAs. Of course, part of it was my problem and part of it is their problem. Now, I still think that part of it is their problem. However, I have adapted to change. I have made changes to my lesson and how I interact and behave, which will help aid me in my students and my teaching, which they will then see and then they will then reflect. Now, they may not have changed their behavior, but they would have seen my behavior and how I interact with the students and how they can behave. Now, this is different. This is a different approach. In the West, you as a teacher would have the authority. Now, sure, in China, you may think you have the authority, but you actually don't. The end say, the last say is made by the Chinese teachers. They give you certain freedoms to do your class, but most of the authority lies with the Chinese teachers. So you must understand, this is their class, and in a greater sense, in a bigger sense, this is China and it's China policies, and it's, the other thing is China culture. So you have to work with it. You have to work with what they have given to you. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't succeed and that you have to put your head under a rock. This means that you have to grow and find ways to adapt and change. Of course, it's not the direct sort of change that you would like, but it is still growth. It is still growth in other areas which may feed back to you and to help you grow. Now, what are some of the things that you can do to work with your Chinese teachers, to work better with them? Well, of course, you are the Chinese teacher, you're the foreign teacher, so put a smile on your face. Try that, number one. That's going to work all the time. Number two, you're going to want to make sure to do your work. Just do your work. That's it. It doesn't matter what's going on. Do your work. Now, that's China culture. So you can adhere to China culture. Number three, if they make a decision, it's final, unless they've made a mistake. But if they make a decision, it's final, unless there's a huge problem that you can't ignore. That will be so great that it will affect your job and it will end your job. You generally listen to what the Chinese teachers have given you. So number four is, of course, you're going to have to be polite to them and just generally, greet them. Learn a bit of Chinese. It will help you go far. I don't have the greatest Chinese in the world, but I know a bit of Chinese. I can greet them. I understand what they're saying most of the time, and it helps me so much, so much. Not even just the Chinese, but understanding the context behind what they're saying and why they're saying it, because it's within their tradition or culture. It makes sense. So I would advise to you to study Chinese. That's number four. All right, so these are the only 4 points I will work with you today. Avoid direct face-to-face contact with fighting with Chinese teachers. It will always end badly for you. It doesn't matter what it is. It will always end badly. They always have the last say. And use more polite, be more lighthearted, and you can do much better. Yeah, so that's what I have to say for you today. This is Teacher Nathan with the How to ESL YouTube channel. This channel is presented for free to you, so please subscribe and like. This channel is made possible with help thanks to the school and for me and the other teachers who help me. So I am helping you. Help me to help you, to help others. Maybe eventually you can help others. Thanks so much, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.